Hey, what's going on, my rose? It's Egyptian Rose Queen with another YouTube video. If you guys are new to my channel or have not yet subscribed, please make sure that you guys hit that red subscribe button, turn on that post notifications to be in my Rose Squad. Also, don't forget to comment down below as well what your favorite Yu-Gi-Oh summoning is. Now, before I literally show you guys how to pendulum summon, comment down below what you guys actually think of my new hair now. It's a medium blonde. It looks red, but it's a medium blonde. Now, okay, pretty much when it comes to pendulum summoning, it's pretty much easy to do. With the pendulum monsters, they're pretty much spell cards. It's pretty much a spell card, and there's pretty much a whole bunch of scales. Now, when you actually do your summoning is, for example, if you want to summon monsters from 2 through 7, you need either a level 1 monster or a level 8. For example, I'll use Stargazer, which is a scale 1, and a scale 8, which is, of course, Time Gazer. Now with it, you can summon monsters from level 2 through 7 at the same time. You can summon monsters from your, pretty much from the normal, from the extra deck, which would be your pendulum monsters. Because if you look at Stargazer and Time Gazer, they're pendulum monsters. But pendulum monsters don't go to the graveyard. They actually go back to the extra deck. So when you pretty much have it, pretty much one has pretty much, your Stargazer has to be on the left hand side of you, and then Time Gazer has to be on the right hand side of you. So this is pretty much what it looks so far. So you got your scale 1, which is here, and then your scale 8, which is there. And that allows you to summon monsters from level 2 through 7. So when you pretty much do that, you can bring out as many of regular monsters as you can. You can bring out your level 7, which is Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon. You can do your normal monsters as 2. For example, we'll do Perform Pal Long Foam Bull, and we'll do Perform Pal Bot Eyes Lizard. So now that we pretty much have both of those monsters on the field, normal monsters, besides the normal monsters, can go to the graveyard. If any normal monsters are a tuner, you can pretty much use them. So you can pretty much use the pendulum monsters and the normal monsters from your normal deck to Exceed Summon, Synchro Summon, and Fusion Summon. But you can pretty much only use your pendulum monsters that are in the pendulum zone once per turn. So let's say if I want to build the overlay network with Bot Eyes Lizard and Long Foam Bull, I can bring out Dark Rebellion Xyz Dragon. So if you pretty much with Dark Rebellion Xyz Dragon, I know it's like Pendulum, but it gets, and if you pretty much, besides the ones you can actually pretty much do from 1 through 8, you can pretty much do any of the scales that are pretty much all here. You can pretty much do different ones. You can pretty much do, now, the Double Iris Magician is pretty much sure does a Pendulum Dragon, which is Odd Eyes. Black Fang Magician is treated as a Xyz Dragon. White Wing, Synchro, and then Purple Poison is obviously Fusion. So all of these cards here will pretty much be perfect for your Odd Eyes Magician deck, that you pretty much will need for it though. So what I pretty much like to do with all my magicians is with all my spellcasters, I like to put them all in, I like to pretty much put them all of what they pretty much are. And it pretty much does help if you want to put an extra time gazer and an extra odd eyes one in there, which that always helps out too. But there's many different kinds of spellcasters you can pretty much use though, of course. So I think, yeah. So pretty much they did bring back, so pretty much if you guys saw on the ban list, that Astrograph Sorcerer was on the ban list, but now they brought it back. So I think I put my, so I think I did actually put Astrograph. Yeah, I put Astrograph all in here. Now, pretty much there's many different forms of Odd Eyes, of the Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon. So of course, he does have a ritual monster, which is Odd Eyes Gravity Dragon. And then you pretty much have many different forms of Odd Eyes, and I think there's, yeah. So pretty much when it comes to the other monsters though, for the regular ones, of course I like to put on my spell, so of course I'm going to put on my spellcasters all in one, so that way I pretty much know. I think that, so pretty much here is the ritual monster. So when you want to summon Odd Eyes Gravity Dragon, you need the ritual card. Which of course, if I know this for a fact, I should actually have it in my deck. So it should literally always, always be like right in my deck the whole time. And it's pretty much called Odd Eyes Advent. And when you pretty much have Odd Eyes Advent, here it is, that pretty much will allow you to ritual summon. That will pretty much allow you to ritual summon your monsters. So there's different Odd Eyes, there's different Odd Eyes ones. Because you pretty much will notice with Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon, he's got one orange eye and one green eye, as you can see. And that's pretty much, so there's pretty much different forms. You already saw the Odd Eyes Gravity Dragon. But you got his normal form, which is Odd Eyes Dragon. And you got Odd Eyes Light Phoenix. Odd Eyes Unicorn. Odd Eyes Persona Dragon. Odd Eyes Mirage Dragon. Odd Eyes Phantom Dragon. We already know the Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon, and there's Odd Eyes Arc Pendulum Dragon. But he also has a, there's also a Xyz monsters with it. There's Fusion that would pretty much go with it. So pretty much with Odd Eyes, there's pretty much Odd Eyes Meteor Burst Dragon. There's Odd Eyes Raging Dragon. Odd Eyes Absolute Dragon. And you have the Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon. So pretty much, if any of the pendulum monsters get destroyed, they go back to the extra deck, which is pretty much good for them actually. So pretty much every single, now when you pretty much want to do your summoning, if you want to Xyz summon, if you pretty much want to synchro summon or fusion summon, a little trick, is to go in order. First is obviously pendulum, obviously. Next one, because if you pretty much want to know a trick, Yuya Sakaki is standard, which is pendulum. Yuto is Xyz, he would go second. Yugo is third, which Yugo is synchro. and Yuri goes last because he's fusion. If you guys have any questions about the pendulum summonings, or if you guys want to know more of another summoning, please let me know in the comment section down below. And also tell me in the comments what your favorite Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5 spellcaster monster is, or any other monster in Arc 5. It can be any of the other ones from the original, all the way up to Link Brains. Please let me know in the comment section down below. And if you guys still like this video, please make sure that you guys give it a big thumbs up if you enjoyed. Subscribe to my channel if you're new. Turn on post notifications, be on my Rose Squad. And don't forget to comment down below and share this video as well. Until then, I'm Egyptian Rose Queen, and I'll see you tonight, and I will see you next time. Bye, my roses.